appreciate a lot, and with just one single attention just to help with the higher energy from the original universe. Every day I thank the councils and thank the power of God and the cosmic for helping humankind to become more enlightened, more loving, and peaceful. Helping the needy is really helping yourself. The reward is more than anything you can imagine. You're a good boy, and I love you forever, forever. You're my best friend. It's not how much you have. It's the best you give. Help yourself. You know, cultivate, meditate, pray. You keep yourself in the same path, in the straight area. Keep your mind clean and determined. God bless you. I love you. I just show you the way. You just have to walk. You see? That's why the more positive, the more meditation, the more your life change. Okay? Positive, positive.我是明星什么？听懂吗？你就姐看眼睛就行了，别吵别吵。我们任何东西，心理沟通比较好。OK 啊？我爱你。媒人表示说好看的人，媒人嘛，啊，美人，对了，媒人，都是大陆吗？是的。台湾多少台湾？哈，都是被大陆拖到。大陆好多人，我真很想看你们。额外的，听懂吗？没办法，这个时候不一样。以前都可以看一对一对，一国一国看，这个时候没办法。OK。谢谢。谅解 ，OK。谅解。总比没有好。说我们能看，总比没有好。总比没有好。谢谢。Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So, how is everybody? Good. Ready to go home? No. How can I guess, huh? Yesterday I invited some of the Westerner, you know, black, white, pink, coffee color, and something in between, blonde, black, brunette. They all came to my little hut, but just a small number can do, you know, just can do. And I didn't wear these clothes, anything like that. Just my house. If it's too big, then it's difficult to fit inside the vicinity of my hut, understand? And I didn't wear any of these clothes. I just wear, you know, house clothes, earth color, cheap, dirt cheap. Oh, and I didn't wear these shoes because I don't match, you know. Just a Japanese beach shoe, flip-flop. So one of your Westerner sisters told me, "Oh, without the high heels, you look so small." I was wondering, how can she guess? How does she know? It's not much different, you know, like a couple of inches taller, make no difference. Just probably when I was sitting here telling story, she just looked at my tough my tuft of hair. And she didn't see, you know, didn't see anything else. Look at my eyes or my hair, don't see anything else. That's why she was surprised. Yeah. Understand? Uh-huh. Yeah. Yes or no? Yes. Yes. Yeah. That's all you should look at. Yeah? Upper level. Higher the better. Phew. Today I was kind of under the weather. Maybe the rain make you tired. Yes. I told you this area's weather is very reliable, no? Yeah. Sometimes it rains, sometimes sunny. No? always reliable, yeah? Today it rains again for a fourth time. How reliable, right? Very reliable. I don't remember it used to rain like this before here. It keeps raining nowadays. Why is that? Who lives in England? Who is from UK? You bringing this rainy weather here. Very reliable, huh? Okay. Any good question before I start? Oops, daisy. Can somebody bend it for me? Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah, how can you guess that I'm small? No wonder they make a big high chair for me. That's not obvious enough. Yeah. Any question? Nope. Yes? Nope. I'm checking out which one I haven't read. Oh, almost all of them. Are you cold? No. Everything okay? Yes. Not got wet or anything? No? Yes? No? Yes? A little bit? No. Now there's not a lot of people. You can always sit inside, huh? Yeah. And when it's not raining, you sit outside. Protect your things. Don't put it outside of the canvas. Yeah? The cover area, put it inside, deeper inside. I don't know this story good or not. We read and surprise together, okay, huh? Okay. I don't know. I feel very sleepy.
We saw a rainbow today.
Rainbow today? Yeah.
Disappeared.
So, what does that mean? You look rainbow yourself. You see, when it rains like that, the atmospheric, and the water, but it's beautiful, huh? Yeah, these are gods who made it, the gods. The rain gods and the rainbow gods and made it. It's not just chemically explained, okay? Yeah. Rainbow gods made that. And same with the color of the sky, the color of the clouds. Yeah. All that is made for us to enjoy. All the gods very, very diligent. They work and they do all kind of things. Yeah, for humans. Yes. So whatever beautiful sun, moon, star you have to thank. Okay? Yeah. This is another story. I don't know what. Okay? So if it's scary, frightened, or bad, I also don't know. Okay. This name is the person named Kaisu, I think. Kaisu, yeah. Kaisu. This is a Vietnamese translated from Sanskrit or Chinese. But Kaisu, it sounds in Chinese like you deserve to die. That's why the Chinese were laughing. Okay? I was just saying to the Chinese from mainland and the Taiwanese downstairs that I am so sorry. This time I cannot taking care of them group by group. Before this time I always see you different country, different country, one group, one country at a time, like Korean and Chinese and Vietnamese, Singapore or whatever, a similar group one time. But this time, if it's a little different, I cannot do that. At the moment, cannot. Maybe in the future, maybe I can. Yes. So please forgive me. Yes, forgive me, really. Sometimes I have a chance to see the Westerner disciples. Yes, do not be jealous, okay? Yes. It's very, very precious that they practice with us, understand? Because the Westerner, they are more educated in more intellectual way, a scientific way, Their country is mostly rich, famous, powerful. So it's rare that they even believe in such thing as heavens and, even though they go to churches, but they think heaven is just Jesus' time, So if they sincerely practice, there's some of your brothers, even have great experiences like that, and we should encourage them, treat them with love, respect and a little special, okay? To encourage them, okay? Because if they became very elevated in spiritual practice, then many of their countrymen, where they live, will be more benefit. Do you understand? Yes. And you benefit the Asian part of the country. Of course, some of you stay in Europe also, or in a Western country. You also benefit together with them. But fundamentally, Asian people has been born, into some kind of religious stronghold, understand me? Buddhism or Hinduism, understand? So you have more idea, okay? More inclined toward spiritual practice. So do not feel jealous, okay? Yes. It could happen. In case it is, don't be. Be generous, be kind, open hearts, and whatever happen, whatever the master do is for the good of all, okay? Be good, be generous, be big-hearted, be above all this mundane emotion. Capiche? Yes. That's done? Hiểu chưa? Understood? Yes. Concrete? Okay. All right. I keep saying that again and again in case one of your snakes rise their head. The jealousy snakes is inside. These are snakes, poisonous snakes. There's a Dortmund inside of us. Don't let him come up, okay? We all have. It's just the thing we control or not control. It's no good for us. Okay. There was a joke, like somebody's got bitten. I heard it somewhere, I forgot. Somebody's got bitten by a rabies infected dog. And the doctor say, you're gonna die. We can't help you. So the patient bitten by this rabbi is rabbi is a Jewish priest. No, rabbis, right? Rabbis. Okay, rabies. Yeah, bitten by this rabies infected dog. He asked the patient, doctor, how long I'm gonna live then? He say, I don't know, depends, 1 to 2 weeks. He said, okay. And then he go home, make a list. And his friend asked, you're dying, what are you making all these names list for? He said, I'm gonna bite all of these. I'm my enemies. Oh my God. Make them all die. If I die, I bring them all down with me. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Let's go back to the Buddha's land, India, in a cradle of religions. According to Buddhism and the believer and the tradition, when you read sutra and all that, you have to put on incense, flower, and bow to the sutra first and thank all the Buddhas and Bodhisattva in 10 directions, all respectfully, before you read it, okay? And then you cover the sutra also with silk, beautiful cloth, and I just make it more popular. Yeah, more easy, simple. And I apologize to all the Buddha. I say if I done something wrong, according to the tradition, my heart is full of respect. It's just that I cannot always do that. So please, all the sin, whatever I've done wrong, is all on me. At least other people, they hear the names of the Buddha, according to the sutta, they will get benefit. Yes. Thus I have heard, meaning another true story from Anand. One time the Buddha in a country called Lajaki, in the bamboo grove ashram. At that time I was meditating, meaning Anand, yeah, not I. Make sure I wasn't there, okay? Maybe I was there, I don't remember. At that time, Anand was meditating and was thinking to myself, meaning himself, okay? The Buddha came into this world is a very, very incredible phenomena, yeah. And he saved so many beings, so many, yeah. He has enough nutrition every day. No, mean everyone. Sorry, the one that he saved, that he delivered, by lecture or initiation, they have enough nutrition, enough food, enough clothing. Yeah, everything they're good, yes. Also, their suffering also decreased, yeah. And from the king to the court officials, to the citizens, they have immense benefit from the Buddha's teaching and blessing. Yeah. Why is that? He was asking himself, Anand, yeah, why is that? Because the Buddha was telling them, showing them the way to escape suffering, yeah, to escape the three wicked paths like hell, hungry ghosts, and animals, yeah. And then in the future, these people will even enjoy the bliss in heaven as well as happiness on earth. It depends. Okay, some people have to be reborn again, then they enjoy on earth. Yeah, okay. And then gradually, moreover, they will even attain nirvana. It's okay? Everything good? You can hear? Yeah. After that, after I was thinking thus, Anand, after I was thinking thus, I stood up and go back to the ashram. He was meditating in a corner of the forest somewhere. Yeah. At that time, the world honored one was preaching to the great assembly. And when I come in front of the Buddha, I show my right shoulder. This is a tradition at that time because the Buddha, the monk, they all cover, cover everywhere. But I don't know why. They go in front of the teacher, then they show their right shoulders. Yeah? That's why now you can see that, for example, Tibetan monks or what is a small vehicle? Mahayana and The other one? Hinayana monks, yeah, they're still wearing things that cover only one side. Yeah. Even Mahayana also, if they wear the great big chacha, I mean the outers, the outermost cover, they also cover only one side, like this, huh? Okay, yeah. I don't look like a monk. I'm trying. Sure. And then, okay, and then he knelt down on the floor. He knelt down with the right knee on the floor, half kneel like that. Also another tradition at that time, I guess, just to show respect. Yeah, it's different from nowadays. We don't do that. Yeah. And then he was telling the Buddha what he was thinking. Yeah, when he was meditating. Yeah. So the Buddha said, Anand, whatever you were thinking was correct. Was good that you were thinking like that. Why you don't sit on the high chair anymore? Pourquoi tu... nobody translate French? Thomas not here?
Upstairs.
Upstairs? Translate it here?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay.
It's okay.
Pourquoi?
Ok.
Pourquoi non?
Non, ça va, ça va.
Ça va?
Oui.
Ok.
Merci, maître.
Il faut pas souffrir.
Non, je te prie. Merci beaucoup, maître.
Ok. Parce que si on n'est pas confortable, c'est pas bon.
C'est ça.
Ne peut pas concentrer.
Si, si. D'accord.
The thirst come one, meaning the Buddha, is one of his titles. Thirst come one, yeah. Or world honor one, or Buddha, or great Arhat is one of his 10 titles that heaven call him, okay? Not that he said himself. Yes. Just like when you graduate as a medical doctor, everybody call you doctor this, doctor that. Huh? Okay? Yeah. So the thirst come one came into the world, into the mundane world. It is a very rare phenomena. Yeah. And all the beings will have great benefit. By the way, today many beings are appearing in front of me again. I said, okay, no need to always come say thank you. But it's funny, all their face become, making like minimizing, so that each of their face is about small in my fingers, but completely with, eyes, ears, nose, everything. Yeah. It's just a sign of humility, yeah. Humbleness. Also, just so that as many as possible fit in the screen. So cute. I say, no need, it's okay. They come very quick and then they disappear because they cannot keep disturbing my meditation. Huh? Okay. But it's not, the Buddha continue, but it's not only today like that. In the past lives, I also give beings a lot of benefit. Yeah. So the Anand said, prostration to the world honor one, meaning obeisance to the world honor one. In the past life, what did you do to benefit all beings? We beg you to tell us. Yeah. So the Buddha said, Anand, in the former life, if you count, then it's since time immemorial, many Asamkhya eon passed already. Also in the same earth. The Buddha has a lot of affinity with this planet, huh? Yeah. Because there are so many planets, and so the people on this planet at that time was truly lucky to have such a Buddha came into this planet. Who was coughing? Oh, sorry. Don't try too hard. Who else? Who was it? What happened? Why? Why? Why is that? Cold? In your room cold? Oh, then why? I don't wear the warm clothes. Air condition? No idea. You have hot water? Hot water with you? No cup? Okay, I drink for you. But I gave you each one similar. Okay, you should take some or put some warm coffee tea or cold, for cold tea in a cup and sip. Okay, lemon juice, something like that. Ask the kitchen or ask the office. Okay, for what you need. All right. I don't have everything in my hut, but office might have, kitchen have. Okay. Office might have some medicine, or kitchen has lemon juice for you. Okay, huh? Yeah. Do you take vitamin? Multivitamin? In Korea?
Yeah.
Good. Take care of yourself, huh? Take care of yourself. Yeah. Because being a monk, not many people will take care of you. You take care of yourself and take care of each other, okay, huh? Yeah. Okay, so the Buddha said long time ago, also in the same earth here, same planet, there were 4 rivers. 4 rivers. Only 4 rivers? We have many rivers now. Probably river keep coming, eh? At that time, long aeons ago, there were 4 rivers and 2 king of the two great big countries. One of the king named Baladeva, mean Brahman. Brahman, like a Brahman king in the 3rd level. Okay. And the other one, okay. This one, how you say, this one like possessed or take over 3 rivers. 3 big rivers, yeah. His country is very rich. All his citizens enjoy prosperities, but for military part, they are weak. They don't have a great army, yeah, and not good training. The other king, his name is like a diamond, okay, just a diamond, yeah. So we call him Brahman and Diamond, easy, okay, yeah. This one has only 1 river, yeah. His country has less citizens, but his army is superb. Yeah, very professional, well trained, and strong. One day, the Diamond King was thinking first to himself, my army is so strong. Can read, it's just with this is much better. Oh. I forgot to wash it today. Have to wash your glass daily even. Everything is work. And it helps, it's extra work as well. Never mind, whatever. My army is very strong, but we have only 1 river, and the water is kind of shortage of water. The other king, Brahman, King Brahman's army is weak, but he took 3 rivers. I think I have to ask somebody, subordinate, to go over there and ask him for 1 river. Return 1 river to us. Yeah. If he gave us one river, then we become his friend. Yeah. And if I have something nice, I will make offer to him and share it with him, means share it with him. And if he has some trouble, I will bring my army there to protect him and help him, his country. But otherwise, I will bring my army there and take the river. Yeah. After he thought like that, I asked all of his big officials come in, talk about national affair. After the meeting, he wrote a letter, sent his messenger to the king Brahman as planned. After the Brahman king read the letter, he was thinking, these countries, mountains, rivers, earth, the whole countries, I inherited from my ancestor. I have not even, it's not like I have taken it from him. Why does he think that I have to return it to him? And then he said to the messenger of the other king, he said, this country, everything in it, is not that I made it, or I taken it from anywhere. It's from my ancestors, how you say, passing down to me, Why there's no reason why I have to return it to your king? This is very illogical. Yeah. If your king want to bring the army here and making war, then I'm also ready. And the messenger came home and told his king whatever he had heard like that. And the Diamond King, of course, angry, brought all his army to the neighbor country and making war. He should raid our flyer, right? We can make peace, right? This king, he did not got your flyer. You should have given him one. Huh? Or open a Loving Hood restaurant next to his palace. Every day let him watch SMTV, record it, All right. My God. Yeah. Of course, the army of the King Brahman lost. They scattered everywhere, frightened and scared and run away. At that time, taking this opportunity, the king Diamond's army, just go straight to the capital and surrounding the king's palace, the Brahman king's palace. Yeah. At that time, even the army or the bodyguards or the soldiers that taking care and protect the king's palace also very frightened, knowing that army of Diamond King is very strong. So they don't dare to go out to fight. The King Brahman's court officials saw this very dangerous situation, so came up and tell the king. What happened? What? No translation?
Saying okay to translation team.
It's good now?
Yeah.
Okay. Your Majesty, the court officials tell him, their army is very, very mighty. Yeah. Our army is very weak. So all the court officials told him that the king's Diamond army is very strong and our army is very very weak. Why are you so attached to one river and then causing suffering to all the citizens in our country? Yes. and maybe you could even lose your country altogether. So please, just give the river to them, return the river to them, and then we have even better, maybe better relationship. Better, yes. So the king, okay, yeah, he dispatched somebody to come out and talk with the Diamond King. Okay, Your Majesty, my king, accept your requests before. From Your Majesty, we will return one river for you, and then also we offer you one beautiful girl. And from now on, the two countries will offer each other whatever rare and good, in a friendship. And when each of our country have problem or danger, then we will support and help each other, in different ways. So, okay. Then the Diamond King, withdrew. And then he took this woman home to marry and become his wife. After a while, this lady, the queen, give birth to... Oh, not yet. Okay, she was pregnant, and during her pregnancies, wherever she goes, there is a canopy, with all kind of precious stone, precious jewels, always carry, protecting her from above. Always it's just flying on top of her head. Wherever she go, the canopy, the precious canopy, always follow her. Doesn't matter if she stand up, she walks, she sit, or she lay down. Always that canopy, precious canopy on her head. When she gave birth to a son, this son body is like golden, like gold. Yeah, his hair is beautiful and strong and glad. Very beautiful shining hair. And even he has some kind of light, emitting from his body. Yeah. And after she gave birth to this son, the canopy went to the son instead. So whether he go or stand or sit or lay down, the canopy always follow him. So that was the canopy for the son in the fetus form already, not for the mother. All right. The king asked, many astrologers came in, to see the future of his prince. So everybody come and praise him and say, "Oh, Your Majesty, this is precious. Yeah, the prince has all kind of auspicious mark of a human, as well as all this merit, In this world, no one can compare with him. He's unique." So, of course, the king and the queen was very, very happy, and then asked them to please choose auspicious and suitable name for him. And then, according to ancient tradition, tradition of old, meaning ancient tradition, if you want to give name to the child, you have to rely on two things. One is some auspicious sign or some auspicious omens that appear, and also relying on the stars. Yeah. So the astrologer tell the king, "Your Majesty, when the queen was pregnant, is there any auspicious sign or omen?" So the king said, "Yeah, when she was pregnant, there was always a canopy surrounding, following her everywhere. Yeah, And that canopy was made of 7 precious, materials, like diamonds or precious stones and gold and, platinum, things like that, okay? So the astrologers say, Your Majesty, according to that, we will name him Salayala, means, I don't know what means. probably like, probably the name is like what's that? Canopy, Yeah, canopy. All right. When the prince grown up, the king died. After burying the king, of course the prince, became king. Yeah. After several years, stabilized everything and learning and arranging all the court affair, he went out often to check out on the citizens, whether they're happy or not. Is there anything he can do? Mostly he go to the rural areas. He doesn't stay in the capital. Yeah. When he come outside, one day he saw that the sun was so hot, and all the farmer has to take off their clothes, and all the sun will burn in their skin. It's too hot. Yeah, and then the buffalo was trying so hard to plow the field together with that. Yeah. And it is very difficult because it's muddy, and man and beast were very, very working very hard, too hard for his liking. Yeah. So the king asked, the new king, asked his subordinates, what are these people doing? Why it looks so difficult? Yeah, and hard work. So they say, Your Majesty, yeah, every country is based on the citizens, yeah, and the citizens are the main like a backbone of the country, yes, and then these citizens, they rely on cereals to live. Yeah, if they don't work hard like that, they cannot eat. They cannot have food and vegetable. They will become poor, hungry. If they are poor and hungry, then the country will be in danger. So the king said, he talked to the space, to whomever he believed in, maybe Buddha, kings of God or heaven. He said, if my merit is sufficient to be the king of this country, then please let my citizens have sufficient food to eat, to live. No need to plow the field and suffering so much like that. After he asked like that, and then suddenly everybody in the house have enough food to eat, enough rice and other things they need. Yeah, okay? Whatever they want, they will have. There are different kind of cereals and rice. Whatever they wish to have, then they will have that. Yes, not just like everybody same. No, whatever they wish they have. Yeah, some like sticky rice. Some like perfume rice. Some like normal Latin American rice. Something like that. Different rice. Some like black rice. Then these all come to their house according to their request. Inside their hearts, yeah. After a while longer, he came out again, second time, to the outside of the city. And then he saw his citizen have to go to chop the trees, to make wood, to pasture the rice, and to go and carry water home. They are sweating and they're walking and they are very tired, look like tiring. Yeah, it seems hard work. So the king asked his his court officials, what are they doing? Why do they work so hard and look like they're suffering? So they say, Your Majesty, our citizens rely on your blessing, have rice and things come to their house. And naturally, they don't have to plow the field or plant the rice. But they have to still to pasture, the rice in order to peel off the hard outer cover of the rice, so that after that then they can cook to eat. Yeah. And then they have to go and find the wood to cook it. Yeah. And they also need to bring water, to cook for the rice and other vegetable. Therefore, they still have to work somehow. So the kings say again to the space, if my merit is great enough that I become king of this country, then please let my citizen, whatever they want to eat, the food will just appear. So they don't have to do anything else, just eat. How nice. Any of the king around here, please? Huh? So, after that, truly, everybody just wants something to eat, then it comes right away in front of them. They don't have to do anything. They don't have to cook. They don't have to find anything so hard like before. After a long time, he came out again to the rural area, check out on his citizens. And then he saw that some of the poor citizens have to weave the thread from cotton, and then have to sew the clothes and all that. Their backs are bending, and they have backache and all that. Day and night, sometimes they work very hard because they're poor. How can anybody be poor if their food just comes to their house? Oh, poor. Meaning no money to buy clothes, I guess. Have food, but no clothes. Okay, I got it. Okay, so the king asked again his court officials, what are they doing? Seems to take a long time and that they are working so hard. So the court official reply again, right? Excuse me, okay? The court official say, yeah, due to your blessing, all the citizens have food to eat all the time, but now they have to weave cloth in order to make clothes to wear. So the king say again, if my merit is great enough that I can become the king of this country, then please let all my citizens have any clothes they need. Yeah? That all the trees will bear the clothes for all my citizens. All kind of color, red, yellow, blue, white, according to their wish. Okay? After that, yeah, they have it. All the people have clothes to wear. They're hanging on the trees. You wish. Yeah. We have clothes hanging in the grocery, in the corner. We have food also hanging in there. We have food hanging in the kitchen. Yeah. At that time, a long time after that, he came out. He went out. Oh, I look clean, right? It's not too bad for your eyes, no? Okay. After a long time, he came out again. he went out again to the outside of the city. You must know that at that time, king or great noble people, royal people, they normally build their own city, yeah, higher above others, and then surrounding there will be a wall, and then citizens come in and out according to the time they open the gates, yeah. Okay, but mostly the people who live inside the walls of the capital or their citadel are richer people, understand? So can afford to stay inside, or the worker for the kings. So of course they have everything, yeah? They're not poor like the people outside, some of the people outside in the rural area. So even those, therefore you ask, how come the king never saw this before? He couldn't if he stayed inside his capital, because people in capital are rich, well off, has everything. And then whatever they want, the people will bring in to sell to them because they're rich and they are kings, officials, or soldiers. Everything are taken care of inside that city. So he did not know that outside is a different life. Yeah? Long time after that, he went out to the outside of his capital wall, and he saw people making all kind of like music sheets or music instruments. Yeah. So the king asked again, what are they doing, these people? So they said, Your Majesty, all our citizens, because of your blessing, we have enough food, we have enough clothing, everything. And now they have not much to do, so everybody try to make music instruments, and so that they can sing and dance together. Yeah, so that they're happy. Again, the king said, my God, just to make a guitar, how difficult can that be? Huh? A guitar or a mandolin or whatever, yeah? But the king still don't like it. Yeah, he said to heaven, if my merit is good enough, and truly that I have to be the king, I could be king of this country, then let all the trees bear all these instruments of music so that all my citizens enjoy whatever they like, yeah, and play whatever instrument they choose to play. Okay, all the trees on earth in that country bore a lot of musical instruments for everybody. Okay, yeah. So long after he went out again, checking. Oh no, sorry, he didn't go out again. Because I said, after a long time, I thought continue going out, but he didn't. Many of the court officials came and pay obeisance to the king. In his palace, when the meal time comes, so he asked them to stay, to have meals with him. And then at that time, all the officials had a chance to enjoy the beautiful food from the king's palace. Yeah. They eat a lot. Yeah. As if they have never had this thing before. Probably they never had. King's food probably has some more delicacy from different countries, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's not like normal food, yeah. Maybe he has many different chefs cook different meals. It's not like a citizen outside. Maybe it's just one butler or something, probably have many, yeah. Oh, after they eat all that, they feel, I never had such wonderful food. And after he ate them, after eating them, they feel their body stronger, full of energies, and very happy indeed. So all of them said to the king, Majesty, our house has never such beautiful, tasty food like this. after eating we feel stronger, energetic, and also very peaceful. Yeah. So the king said, "Why are you always pointing there? Huh?" We have other corners. They told you? Oh, okay. Okay. Why did you tell him to just stand at that corner? No, it's okay. It's okay. I don't care. There's some controlling tower somewhere. It's okay. I'm just joking. Okay? Do what you
I
do.
didn't want to go all the way across because you could relax with your shoes.
Okay. Now it's okay. Don't care. Let them see it. My God, my legs has a little trouble. I have to move sometimes. Or you want me to go home, massage, and come back?
Just to relax.
Yeah, I'm relaxing. I don't care if people see my foot. No, look at that. Everybody have feet, don't they? Yeah, and at home they also put their feet on the table sometime or put their feet up, depends, yeah? Yeah, it's my home. And these are my friends, I don't mind, right? Yeah, if I go to the king or something, then I probably behave better, but this is my home and I'm with my friends, right? Yeah, if you're jealous and want to put your feet here, come on, go ahead. You're welcome. It's only a table, right? It's only a table. Yeah, and it's not like a food table or dinner table or anything. It's just a table. Hmm? Yeah, it's my table. I do what I want with my table. Okay, but thank you very much. Go ahead, just turn around, 360 degrees. And then so after eating, we feel even peaceful, and strong and peaceful. And the king said, if you want to have such a meal like this, similar every day, then you just eat at the same time as I eat in your house. Then you will have the same food. Yeah. So even then after that, he posted notes everywhere to all the citizens about the time that he eat. So all the citizens can have the same food as he does. Yeah. Because before he's eating, the palace will drum, make like communication with drum. Everybody know that this is the time the king's going to eat, and then they're going to eat the same time. So all the citizens enjoy the same delicious, rare food like the king. Now, the Brahman king, remember the other one with 3 rivers? Yeah, he sent a messenger to this Canopy king and said to him, when your father was alive, I gave him 1 river, and now your father died. Return that river to me. What for he need 3 rivers if 2 rivers is sufficient, right? I guess they don't need any more, huh? Yeah. So the Canopy king said to the messenger, this country, whatever in it, I have not come and forced your king to give it to me. But because I am the king of this country, I don't want my citizen to suffer. But this is a small thing, small matter. A river for him is just a small matter. I guess he don't need. The food come by itself, the clothes come by itself, right? Yeah, even music, guitar and piano come by itself. What for he needs anything? He said, but that's a small thing. just delay for a while. After I and your king saw each other, we will talk about something more important. Yeah. Between our two countries. Yeah. So the messenger came back and told his king, the Brahman king first. So Brahman king agree, make an appointment. They will see each other, the two kings. Okay. At that time, both of the kings brought their armies to the border river. Yeah, both on both sides of the river, where the border of the two countries. And then they both went into the boat, ship, meet each other in the middle of the river. My God, they already have border at that time. Cha cha cha. Yeah. And the Brahman king saw that the cannibal king body was so distinguished and brightened, as if sun was shining from inside. Yeah. And his hair so shining as crystal, like crystal. And his eyes are brightened like the stars, and his mouth is like flower, beautiful. Yeah. His nose very straight. Yeah. His face is square. I don't have that face. Sorry about that. Sorry to disappoint you. What happens if a woman have a square face? Is good? Yes or no? No? Okay, then I can't be a king, right? All right then. Okay. And his ears is very proportionate. And his manner is very, very dignified, powerful, but very, very proper. Yeah. So he suddenly became very respectful of this cannibal king. Yeah. And then he was thinking, this king is almost like the Brahman god. Yeah. And then I'm also Brahman, so we both meet each other here to talk about about other things. Yeah. And the cannibal king said, my citizens have all kind of food and clothing and everything. They don't have to work, and they don't even have to pay tax or anything like that. Yes. I never ask my citizen to work for me either. Anyway, yes. They are saying like that. And after while they were talking, it's a time for lunch. Yeah. Because it's time to eat. And then the shoulders of the cannibal king was beating the drum very loud and strong. Just tell citizens to eat, that. But the Brahman king was scared. He was thinking they're going to catch him and to kill him. He was trembling. Yeah. He was then he stood up, apologized. His whole body is shaking. The cannibal king stood up, catch hold of him and tell him, please sit down. Yeah. Why are you so scared? Now is a meal time. So my army, everywhere making drums so that people know to eat together same time with me. So they have delicacies and rare food. Oh, so the King Brahman put his palm together. Please, be merciful. Can you also help that my citizen you know, enjoy the same privilege like yours? Of course. Yeah, of course. And since then, other countries also come and, ask the same food and blah, 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 blah. And from then on, the canopy king ruled the whole universe. This, earth universe. Yeah. After that, after he became a great emperor, everyone, all the court officials, of course, more in number, and they take turn, to wait on him, wait for him in case he wants anything, because there's more work to do now, more people, no? More citizens, more country, more work. So they all take turn to wait in the court day and night, 24 hours, so that the king, whatever the king needs, maybe they will be able to do it right away. One day in the morning, early in the morning, the sun had just risen. There was a chariot from jewels, sparkling, come from the east. The king Canopy walked down from his throne and he kneeled down, but he put his hand up to catch the chariot, the flying chariot from the sky. And then the chariot stopped in front of him, and with all kind of jewels and light coming out of the chariot. And the king vowed again, or talked to the sky again. If my merit is to be the wheel-turning king, then this chariot should stay here. Yeah, he just wanted to know for sure that it's for him or not. Okay? Yeah. And then, of course, that chariot stay there, not on the ground, but stay in the air, right in front of his palace. And then many others precious things coming, like the elephant, the good elephant, and then the divas and the fairy from heavens and all kind of heavenly beings and whatever, for the dignity of the king. They all came after that, one by one. After that, the king became a wheel-turning king. You understand? I told you already about wheel-turning king. It's like diva king on earth. It's different than other kings, okay? And then he rules the whole planet, and everyone's happy at that time. They're all happy, have enough, sufficient food and clothing, everyone, and very content. According to the king's policy, rules, the citizen has to practice the 10 good deeds, okay? Like first the 5 precepts and extra, like not killing, not stealing, not illicit sex, not lying, not two faces, not saying wicked things, not exaggerate things, not telling exaggerate things which is not 100% truth, like making story more than it is, to making trouble between two people. No greedy, no violent, no fighting with each other, fighty, argumentative like that. No argue each other. Can discuss, but no argue. And the 10 is no ignorance. No, not really ignorant. No addictive, Yeah. like too much indulgent in things like playing cards or gambling, do not be like attached to all kind of things that is not proper. Yeah, okay. Or like don't drink alcohol and stuff like that. Okay. After all of them die, any of the citizens die, they were born in heaven. After saying all this, the Buddha reminded everybody, Anand, you should know, the king cannot be at that time. Who can that be? It was I, the Buddha. Yeah, it was I, one of my incarnation. Yeah, and the Diamond King at that time is my father now. Yeah, and the queen who gave birth to me is Maya, my mother, in this lifetime. Because I had such a loving compassion for my citizens, I always often give in my things, my possession, yes, even my even precious teaching, good teaching. So I lead them into the right way. Because of that reason, today, this is one of the reasons I today became a Buddha. The highest in all these 3 worlds. I don't know why. 3 worlds mean heavens, earth, heaven, human, and earth. Understand? Yeah. And no one can compare to me at this time. Yeah. Because of that also, because of that, that all beings at that time and now, they practice good ways and they will benefit, be born in heaven or be born in a favorable situation on earth. Yeah. So I asked the Buddha again, meaning Anand asked, obeisance to the world honor one. We don't know what kind of merit did the Canopy King has done to become the wheel steering king at that time. Yes. And how come that even though he was still in the mother's womb, he already have the canopy covering him, protecting him? Please, can you tell us? Oh God, that was a long story. Yeah, it's another story, you see. No, it's not long. It's good, it's good. Are you sleeping yet? Can you follow me at all? Yes. Okay. The Buddha said, Anand, you should know, long time ago, is an immeasurable time, long time ago. Also on this planet, in one of the mountains there was a Pratyekya Buddha. Yeah, mean the lone Buddha. Yeah, the Buddha who don't have disciples, Buddha who don't preach, but he's also Buddha. Yeah, not every Buddha preach. Understand? Not every Buddha has affinity with many beings in order to come and deliver them or teach them. The Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha, has life after lives after lives after lives. Asamkhya aeons has done a lot of benefit to many beings in heaven as well as on earth. That's why when he became Buddha, he has a lot of affinity with many people. Therefore, he preach and they listen. Understand? Yeah. It's not like if you want to save beings, you just become Buddha. Okay, I'm 5th level, come all here. It's not like that. You see, Buddha has to give his own blood, his own flesh, meat, his own body to some people, like the five first disciple, Kiều Tràng Như, 5 people, in order to even teach them in the future. You see that? They were hungry ghosts. They were like blood-sucking ghosts. And then the Buddha gave them blood, and then they, thousands of aeons after, they become his first disciples. And Buddha give his flesh, give his money, give his country, give his wife and children, offering charity all the time, countless of aeons. So that's why when he became Buddha, he's able to preach to these people and they listen. Okay? Yeah. Pratyekya Buddha, on contrary, he realized the ephemeral nature of things, and he became greatly enlightened and became Buddha, but by himself. Okay? Okay. This Pratyekya Buddha, at that time, practicing and staying in a mountain, and he has contracted a disease. Bệnh phong tiếng Anh nói gì vậy? Biết không? Epilepsy? What? Who? Bệnh phong? Người nào mới nói lại nghe không rõ. Leprosy. Oh really? Bệnh phong là sao? Bệnh hủi mới là leprosy chứ. Bệnh phong. Arthritis. Yeah. Perhaps not enough calcium. Arthritis. Yeah. Arthritis. Okay. So the medicine man, the doctors say you must drink cow milk, then you become better. Yeah. No, he must take cow milk. Perhaps because cow milk has many vitamins and also calcium, Probably he didn't eat enough, and his age become older, so his bone revolt against him when he don't have enough vitamin or calcium. Yes, because many people practice asceticism, Of course, they eat whatever they found, whatever people offer to him, and maybe he doesn't have enough nutrition. That's why, So if you want to go in forest or something, take care of your health, okay, Yeah. Because if you sleep on the ground, sometimes it's kind of damp, yeah? So it's better you sleep on something that is stop the dampness coming to your body. They have this kind of silver color mattress, thin. Maybe you put that on. And if it's not enough, or if you can't afford, then you put your bed higher, a certain height on the ground. Not too high maybe, but not too low. In one of the Buddha's precepts is that you don't lie on high or wide big bed. That was for certain retreats, okay? If you go and make a retreat with the monks for 1 week, 2 weeks, and you bring all your big bed in there, then where do you put, And then everybody laying on the bed and then sleeping. Too comfortable, just like at home, So what's the use of going to make a retreat with the monks, yeah? Besides, if everybody bring bed like that, then one is higher than the other and then obstructing the views when the teacher was talking. So only the monk or the Buddha should sit on high. Everyone else is lower so that everyone can see him, can see the Buddha or see the monk. Yeah? But if you bring all your high bed and the other one is taller to bring a higher bed, the other one is even higher, and then it's become like a furniture shop. Understand? And one compete with the others and then bring all the mattress and blanket and men's, then it become like a sleeping quarter, public sleeping quarter or furniture or bed shop, It's not a retreat anymore. For the simplicity life, learning to be almost like monk in just 1 or 2 weeks, you must live similar like monk, sit on the ground. Also humility, understand? Also not take up the space, and also to let everyone see the teacher, either that Buddha or monk. Okay? So it's not like you have to always sleep on the ground in order to become Buddha. It's not like that. Yeah? But now and then you practice simplicity. Okay? Yes. It's good for you now and then. Also, if you don't have it, like monks, normally they don't have anything. So they sleep on the ground. Understand? But it's not like a requirement to become a Buddha. And that precept is not forever, just for some retreat. Yeah? Just like here, my place is very small. If every one of you bring bed, sofa, here, blanket, and and television to boost. What do we do then? You see what I mean? Yeah, all right. The same with eat one meal a day, because you have to comply with the monk's rule. Huh? You can't just eating all day while the monk eats only one time a day and keep waiting for you. You finished dinner yet? And then tea time, you done? Then all day, breakfast, and then lunch, and then tea time at 3 or 4 o'clock, and then dinner at 8 o'clock. There's no time for the monks to teach you, and no time for meditation. You understand? Therefore, in that kind of retreat, if you're with the monks at that time, 1 meal a day, finito. There are other times saved for meditation, for listening to the Dharma, to the discourse of either Buddha or monks. Do you understand? Okay, it's not like you have to do that all your life. But the 5 precepts is a principle. Or the 10 precepts we just read, okay? That's a principle. You keep that. And eating, it has to be accordingly. For example, even if you want to eat 1 meal a day as a lay person, fine, I don't mind, whatever you do. It's just that sometimes some people, this is not a rule for everyone. See, if he works nighttime, so how he just eat at noon, he's still sleeping when he came home. Understand? So the Buddha don't write down that precept just for everyone. You do according to your lifestyle and your convenience. Okay, huh? Yeah. Now, what I was thinking today also, maybe I just eat once a day in the evening after the lecture, so that if I sleep, it doesn't matter. It's like Ramadan, because if I eat at lunch, I feel sleepy. Yeah. All right, so the medicine doctor said to him, you must drink cow milk. All right. At that time, there was a merchant named Friendly Saint. Yeah, Friendly Saint. So the Pratyeka Buddha told him his sickness, and the doctor advised so that he might offer cow milk to him to drink. In this situation, you can drink. Understand me? Vegan people can drink. If you need to, you drink milk. It's not like what we do now. It's too much. But if you're sick, that's the kind of medicine. 1 time, 2 times, doesn't matter. If everybody on the planet don't drink milk, don't eat meat, then the planet is less toxic. Yeah, people live longer, and the atmosphere will be more clean. Yeah, and easy for everybody to breathe. But if you're sick, if we raise just some cows, doesn't matter. It's not like we cannot. Understand? It's not like completely no. But it's just use it for medicine, then it's all right. Not abuse the cows and squeeze all the milk out of him until he lose strength and fell down. Or understand? He couldn't walk up because of all his bones rotten. This kind of treatment is absolutely unacceptable. Very, very inhumane and cruel. Okay. And this merchant, after hearing the Pratyeka Buddha told the story, he is very happy to offer milk Yeah. After 3 months of taking milk, his disease, how you say? His disease gone. Yeah, he's cured. He was very thankful, and he wanted this merchant to have a great benefit. So at that time, he showed his power. He fly into the sky. Maybe he not really physically fly, yeah, but he opened the eyes for the merchant to see his power in his transformation body. So he showed the power of the Buddha, Pratyeka Buddha, yes. Like he fly in the sky, and he talk and walk, or stand on the sky, or sit, in the air. And then his body emits a fire and water and fire. Yeah. And one time his body fill up the whole sky, and another time it becomes small, like a feather, etc., etc. Yeah. And he keep showing this power 18 times. Of course, the merchant feel so happy and open his heart, and inspired him to follow the practice. Yeah. After a while, sometime later, this Pratyeka Buddha returned to Nirvana. The merchant loved him so much and mourned him so much, because he loved him and he missed him and he mourned him. And then he used all the best possible way and wood, the best to burn his body, yeah, as a tradition, yeah. And then he collect the relic from that Buddha and put it in a golden pitch. And after that, he put that golden pitch in a stupa. He built a stupa, precious stupa, decorated beautifully, yeah. And then he also make a canopy, big canopy, cover the stupa, so that it's not hot for the a relic of the Buddha. Every day he brought flowers, food, incense, and even music, bring it there to make offering to the relic of the Buddha. Even the Buddha died already, but he missed him so much, he loved so much. So every day he visit, just like when he's still alive. Yeah. And the whole of his life he do this every day until he died. Now the Buddha remind Anand, Anand, you should know, the merchant, that merchant, because the merit of offering to this Pratyeka Buddha, so he has great, immeasurable merit. Whether he was born in heaven or on earth, he's born in a very good position, and everyone respect him. And even whenever he born on earth, always have a canopy on him like that. Yeah. You should know the merchant named Friendly Saint at that time, it was one of my incarnation. I advise all the beings, whether monks or lay believers, should always try to make offering, like similar, as much as you can, yes. So that you should rely on merit of offering to the saints, so that life after life you will have immense merit. Everyone, and I myself, mean Anand, listened to the Buddha in this assembly. Everyone was happy, opened their heart, and they vow inside themselves to to do the merit of offering from then on. Everyone bowed to the Buddha and withdrew. End of story. Oh, good, huh? Okay. Are you going home tomorrow, some of you? Yes. Who? Wow. Wow. Empty nest, me. Okay. Yeah. I wish all of you who goes home a safe trip. And bring your blessing, the blessing of the retreat that you earned back to your home, your country. All right. Any question at all about the story, about the Buddha, about the offering? Any doubts about the Buddha? Why? What? Pourquoi? 为什么? Ask me. Okay. Yes? Yes, sir. Mongolian singer. Yeah, tell me.
The fact that some of us are leaving tomorrow,
You're
including
leaving?
our Mongolian sisters.
How many?
4 of them are leaving tomorrow.
Oh,
and
okay.
We wanted to express our deep appreciation and heartfelt gratitude and sing the song for you once again, Master, if you'd allow us to.
Yeah, sure.
곡들을 함께 얻으시자.
Okay. Microphone.
하루바 길을 둘리생 같은 데 듣지 믿네 하링 일체 자츠로 더상 자글러쉬 같이 다 믿네 보라하디 기갱 어른어서 보가드 타민 이르부데 보이안 사야금인 딕시드생 부행하여도 하르보다 위리민 누리게 님이길랭배지 잡아줄러 소가다 호히민네 우리 민zullah gat Islam baj jarajla sogata ijimine porkhadin gigen arnaso bogad thamin irude 보양 자야금인 딕시드생 무행하여도 하르보다
Beautiful. We love you, Master. Thank you, I forgot how to say I love you in Mongolian. Bitan hafte. Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful song, beautiful voices. All the Mongolian has such beautiful voice. Yeah? The girls, beautiful, men, beautiful, all of them? Most of them, huh? Beautiful voice, yes. And beautiful song. I know, the songs from Mongolia, we don't understand, but it feels so touching. Yeah, feeling. Because they are very, very good people, I guess. Thank you, huh? Thank you very much. Okay. I wish you a better meditation night and have a good trip at home. I appreciate that you came such a long way to this assembly. To bless this country and bless the world. And let me have a chance to see your beautiful face. I appreciate it very much. It's a long way from everywhere. Long way. And you have a lot of work to do at home, and you arranged it all and you just came here. Even if from near or far, I know you have to arrange very well before you can come. I appreciate it very much. May heavens bless you, Buddha bless you, God bless you, and I love you. Thank you so much for being good people. Heavens are very pleased with your effort, and I'm very happy with your effort. I am proud of you, very proud of you. Very, 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 very proud of you. Because I know you not just come here. At home you try your best to spread out peace and love and veganism. I thank you. I thank you. And if you go home, continue, okay? If you can. If not, then be happy that somebody else do it. Encourage, inspired. That's also charity. That's also giving, Giving love, giving support, giving encouragement. That's also giving. It doesn't always have to mean material if you don't have. Give what you have, And the cost, not cost, like love, don't cost anything. Just give that, okay? I love you and I thank you. Very pleased, very proud of you. Yeah. Most of you are very good. Yeah, help me with that. Last night I forgot. Sometime I forgot. Why are you laughing? Huh? Okay. To be monks, sometimes you can live alone also, be a monk. You don't have to be my monk or my nuns. Yeah? You do what you want, you stay home, spread the teaching. Now that you don't have to stay here next to me in order to learn my teaching and then spread it. You can learn at home my teaching and then spread it accordingly. But of course the life in the household is more busy. I guess, no? Monks, nuns may be easier to concentrate on the solitude and meditation and all that. But this depends on person and situation. Okay. Living in the cave, not so much comfort. In my cave, I have only one mattress on the floor. Sometimes you stay home and you vexed with your husband and fed up with your daughter and sons, and then you think if you go to become monk, then you're free of all that. Not necessary. Sometimes you go become monk and nun, but you still miss your home a lot. And it disturbs you also more than when you are nearby each other. Yeah. Because what you don't see, you miss, Yeah. And then over there has other things. Live together sometimes is not as free. Yeah? You have to really be humble and harmonize. Otherwise, it's very difficult. Okay? It's completely different lifestyle. And you can't just eat what you want. Yeah? We have a lot of food and nutrition and everything. Yeah? But it's not like at home, like, okay, today you want to cook soup, then you just cook soup. Yeah? Today you want to eat 3 o'clock, then you eat 3 o'clock. There are some regulation for the group. When you're nuns and monks, you stay together, it's more supportive, Yeah. It has more strength so that you don't fall. Yeah, you don't fall to outside temptation and trouble. The Buddha's time is different. Okay, forgive me. Buddha was in India, yeah? And it's easier. Everybody go out begging for food and take care of himself. Yeah. Nowadays, it's not that easy. And some monks and nuns in Yongtong, they take care of themselves. They go out and work certain hours and then they take care of themselves. Except that I built a temple for them to stay. You know, just comfort. But they go out and take care of their daily needs. I also support them financially, but they mostly take care of themselves. Yeah, okay? Sihu monks and nuns, they're also busy. Yeah, they work in the ashram and they also take care of some business for me, for us, for all of us. Yes, so that the monks and nuns, my monks and nuns, don't rely on outside for charity or for donation. We don't accept donation for our livelihood. Thank you very much for your love and your understanding. You can come to see me, it's easier. If I come to see you, I have to go forever because so many countries and so many small centers. And even if I go to small centers, you might not be there for me. You say, Master, wait, in 3 days, I will be there. Or in 5 days, I have vacation, I come see you. You know, it'll be forever, okay? So you come see me if you want. You don't have to, of course. Okay, but when I'm available, you're welcome. Ciao. All the best. God bless you. I love you. Okay. Tell each other, okay? Tell each other. This world is a limited world. I am also physically limited. But I love you limitless. I'm small, but my heart is very, 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 very limited. Thank you. 拍手习惯哈。主席来了，坐一坐哈，哎，大家看看。那个，我想那老人家啊，中国还越南还是不管谁啊，能不能过来一个一个过来？老人的 ，OK， 年轻有机会比较多，懂吗？我不是分别，老人先来，老人过来，老人过来，哎，别讲话，别讲话，对不起，很小很小。我本来啊要请你们到我那边来，不过我地方好小，懂吗？中国跟台湾人好多，没办法，而且那边不舒服，都能站不能坐，没有椅子，没有什么，对不起啦。哎，来，老人哈比较小机会，听懂吗？不晓明天还在不在啊？我不是啦，真的是这样子啊，我们老都就这样啊，生老病死嘛啊，那年轻啊，也许不会有机会，不过比较多机会，听懂？比老人多，所以他今天健康，明天不晓得嘛，懂吗？哎，所以我照顾老人，不要嫉妒哈，哎，太好了，乖乖，乖乖乖乖。乖乖乖乖，
感恩啊，感恩真感恩。
讲话年轻不能来，老人家而已。我们那个要永久，青春当然是要快老的。来，我上来了，有了，上啊！头发白白还不老啊？像这样子，他就不认为他是老了，然后那个年轻轻的。祝你们长寿了，长寿快乐。
说的没错。
长寿快乐，学习进步。你也是老吗？不要虐待自己。你觉得你年轻吗？你跟我说。一个而已。Everybody one, OK？ 每个人一个，不够，我们不够人手，整个店都卖光了，被你们吃。你懂没 ？OK， 我丢了，然后拿到就给隔壁 ，OK？ 应该招待你们更好，不过很好，很好，谢谢。人手不够，东西也买光。OK， 来，不够，拿到转给别人，来。Love， 一篮就够了，一小篮就够了。对不起，对不起，东西不够。我很惭愧。
后边没有，后边没有。
他们本来有买那些小小的饼干呢，比较好分，就是我觉得甜东西怕你们牙齿不好。这边不好刷牙那么快，懂吗？所以吃甜比较不好。以后我们再想办法 ，OK？ 好了。没有的，没有的。啊，来这里。没有的。哦，什么东西？摸饼干了就放自己。时常还在啊 ，OK。如果你们回家的话，一路顺风。想把我的爱给同志们不能来的那些同志们。各位主席问号 ，OK。Thank you 哈，大家的爱，原来我是很珍惜的，很珍惜。以后再见，好吗？好。